Hey guys, this is going to be a little bit different video than what you're used to. In this video, we're going to discuss why I think content creation is a great vehicle, especially if you're late to saving for retirement like me. So full disclosure, guys, before we get into this, I am not a tax advisor. I am not a professional. I am not a lawyer. I am nothing. I'm just going to share with you guys why I think content creation is a great vehicle if you're late to saving for retirement like me. And I'm going to share with you guys the things that I've implemented to help me save for retirement and catching up for retirement. So make sure you join my email list, guys, if you want to find out what I'm doing with content creation and how I'm using it to catch up for retirement. And you can find the link down below in the description. So first things first, guys, let me tell you a little bit about my content creation journey. As you know, I've always had blogs. I've just started my YouTube channel, but content creation, whether in the form of writing, videos, content creation, it's all content creation. And my blogs were my first journey to content creation. And when I started having success and I started earning money with my blogs, which was several years ago, I had no clue about how to save money for retirement. So the great thing about being a self-employed entrepreneur, whether you're a content creation or just an entrepreneur in general, there are two vehicles that you can use for, and I'm talking about retirement investments in this video. I realize there are tons of other assets, and some people are going to say, well, what about buying real estate or doing this or doing that? Guys, I'm sharing what I've done. I don't believe in coming from theory. If I haven't done it, I don't want to talk about it. So I'm talking about two retirement vehicles that, as a self-employed entrepreneur in the United States, if you live in a different country, unfortunately, I don't know the laws in those, and you'll need to check with a professional. And even if you do live in the United States, I recommend that you check with a professional and just don't blindly follow me. So when I started doing my research about 2, 3 years ago, and I started realizing that I needed to put money away for retirement because not only was I late for saving for retirement, but I was paying a boatload in taxes as well too. Because when you become an entrepreneur, if you live in the United States, you're going to realize how many taxes you pay as a self-employed entrepreneur, because we are responsible for paying self-employment taxes. So the purpose of this video isn't to give you any kind of shady tips or tricks on how to get out of paying taxes. That's not the case. I do believe everybody should pay their fair share, and I don't mind paying my fair share, but I want to make sure that I am making the most of the money instead of giving it all to the government. I want to make sure that I am taking care of my future self, because if I don't take care of my future self, nobody will. So the first thing that I learned about when I started doing some research on how to keep as much money as I can for myself, I learned about the SEP IRA and the Roth IRA. Now there's two differences. There's differences between the two. I'm not going to go into the differences, but I went with the solo 401k. And the reason being is because you can put more money into the solo 401k once your business is earning more money. I think the SEP IRA, there's a percentage of the income that you can put from your business. I'm not sure. Like I said, you need to do your own due diligence and find out which one is right for you. But I went with the solo 401k, and that's the one that I've been investing in for the past 2 years so far. And in 2022, I haven't filed taxes for 2023 yet, but 2022, I believe I was able to put in $28,000 into my solo 401k. Now, that may not sound like a lot. And if you have maxed out your 401k every year, then it might not seem like a lot. But for somebody like me who went from saving zero in their retirement to saving 28,000 in 1 year in just the solo 401k, that's not even including the Roth IRA, which I did max out in 2022, and I plan on maxing out every year from here on out. But before the solo 401k, I had maxed out my Roth for, I believe, 4 or 5 years straight, but I wanted something a little bit different too. And that's when I realized that the solo 401k was out there for entrepreneurs, and I signed up, and I've been trying to put in as much money as I can. And I'm hoping that in 2023, after paying taxes, I will be able to fund it with more money. I don't share these amounts to brag with you. Instead, I share them because I want to show you what the possibility is when you create a content business. And as I said, I think creating a content business is extremely valuable, especially if you're trying to catch up for retirement, even if you have a job, guys, because as an employee, you are taxed on the front end. So what you save for retirement is limited to the amount of money that you make. Plus, you're likely paid a salary or a set income. So the amount of money that you can earn is capped. With content creation, there is no cap. The only cap is your limitations and your abilities to keep learning. So I think that once you learn the value of content creation and you learn how to make money online, I think that you can actually catch up for retirement, and it wouldn't take you as long as somebody who doesn't do content creation or doesn't create a business of their own, because as I mentioned, with a job, you are capped. So the amount of money that you earn is limited. Now, that said, I think that while the money that you earn as a content creator is not capped, I also think that there is some instability with a content creator, because you can't get comfortable with the amount of money that you earn as a content creator, because that income can change. And I've talked about it several times on this video, guys, where I've had blogs that were earning hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, and then Google makes an algorithm update or an affiliate program makes a change to their policy, and that income dies out. But I know everybody can say content creation is scary, but I think that just having a job as your sole income source is scary as well too, because what's to say that you go into your job tonight and they give you a pink slip and you're laid off? So that you have no control over your job. I think that once you learn the skills of what it takes to run a business and become a content creator, if you are in a situation like I have been, where your income dries out and you've just relied solely on one income source, I think that you have the skills to be able to create another income source, because you know what it takes to become a successful entrepreneur. And that's why I think mindset is so important, guys, because when you develop the skills to become a successful entrepreneur, and you know the habits that it takes to create the income that you want, to create the success that you want, it doesn't matter whether you lose one income source. You now have the skills and the habits to create another income source. So I think that's why content creation is huge for being able to catch up for retirement, because when you learn how to become a content creator, you're developing skills not just in content creation, but you're also developing skills on product development. You can create products, you can write a book, you can do anything. You can work with brands, you can create memberships. There's tons of different avenues that you can use to not just create videos for YouTube, but you can also use the skills that you have learned and developed to create more value for other people, that in turn will make you more money, so that you're not focusing just on creating YouTube videos for people. And no matter how much money you make, whether it's six figures or more, I think that once you understand the concept of saving money for your future self and catching up for retirement if you are late, I think that content creation is where it's at, because you're not relying on anybody else. You're understanding what it takes to save money for retirement, and you're developing habits and skills that are going to pay you regardless of what you do. And also, guys, I absolutely love what I do. So while I say I'm always trying, so while you always hear me on my videos saying I'm catching up for retirement, I am. So while I did save some while I was young, I also ran into several financial hardships that required me to take out my 401k so that I could survive. But regardless of where you are, guys, I've realized that I enjoy content creation. So even if I don't retire one day and I continue doing this for who knows how long, I enjoy what I do. So as you become a content creator, your goal may be to use it as a vehicle to catch up for retirement. But what you're going to notice is that you enjoy what you do, and also the money that you earn passively. And I say passively, I don't want you to take it as you're not going to have to do anything and the money will always come in, because I have told you that I don't think there's such a thing as total hands off passive income. I think there's always going to be some type of work that you're going to have to put into your business up front, and then eventually as that business grows, the work that you put in up front will build and continue to build, and eventually that snowball will take less and less effort on your part, but you will always have to maintain it and work on it to some effect. You'll start off having to do a lot more work up front, but eventually you won't have to work as hard, but there will always be some work. So I want you to understand that's what I mean by passive. I don't want you to think that you're just going to start a business and then it's going to be hands off completely. That's not the case. But I do think that earning an income through content creation will not only just help you catch up for retirement, but it's a great way to supplement your retirement income when you do get there. So anyway, guys, let me know down below. Are you considering using content creation to help you catch up for retirement? Are you using it to supplement your income? Or maybe you're just thinking about creating another income right now because you're not making enough at work. Regardless of why you're considering content creation, I think it's the perfect vehicle to help you put more money aside. And also, guys, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking that thumbs up and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. And until then, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.